overcoming obstacles is really important to master and to become comfortable with. So on our way to achieve any goal, whether it's or even any, when you put yourself in an environment where you're experiencing something new, so whether it's a new job, a new relationship, even moving to a new place, all of these experiences have obstacles that we need to overcome. Now, it's important to accept that you'll never have a problem-free life. There are always going to be obstacles that need to be overcome. So it's about getting comfortable with them. So even when you overcome a set of obstacles, then you'll reach a new level in your life, and then that will come with its own set of obstacles. So it's about viewing obstacles in a different way, really, and just kind of making peace with them from the beginning. So it's important to learn the ways to overcome obstacles, and to see it as a way of you growing, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in lots of ways it will benefit you. So every time we overcome an obstacle, we learn something about ourselves, we learn something, we grow as a person. So we will fail our way to success. Every single successful person, successful mother, successful any person who's successful at anything has failed their way to success. And the more successful a person is, generally they've failed a lot more as well, because they've taken those risks, they've learnt from those, and they know that we have a saying in NLP, and the saying is, there's no failure, only feedback. So it's an important philosophy to kind of, if you want to master NLP and bring it into your life and see the positive rewards, it's important to kind of take on this philosophy and this mentality that there is no failure, there's only feedback. So many people don't even try, they don't even push themselves into situations because they're afraid of failing, they're afraid of succeeding, they're afraid of what people might think. So, you just have to push yourself. A lot of the time we think people are going to judge us and they're going to care. Most of the time people don't even care, they're focused on themselves. But also, you're always going to get judged regardless, so you may as well do what you want to do. So yeah, it's important to just know that you will have a lot of failures in life, and that's okay. And obstacles, sometimes you may have to try and overcome them various times before you finally succeed. So okay, let's talk about a few things that you can change when you're on your way to achieve your goal. So beliefs. So our beliefs are so important. Our beliefs that shape our world. Our beliefs about ourselves, about the world, about others, shapes our reality. What you believe about you, about your capabilities, about what you're worth, about what you deserve, all will bring into your life experiences. So, what are you going to believe? And some people are so, they don't realize how they're speaking to themselves. So, a belief is just a thought. It's just a thought that you've repeated over and over and over again, and you may have said to yourself. Now, some of our beliefs were shaped, most of our beliefs were shaped in childhood. You can change these now. It's about bringing them into your conscious awareness. So, as you can imagine, a person who believes that they're not good enough will probably never try. So a person who believes they're not good enough will probably never push themselves into a situation where they would even have an opportunity to fail, because they think they don't deserve it anyway. So it's about getting your beliefs in every area of your life. Go back to your goals and think, this is the relationship I want. What beliefs would support me attracting this relationship? So if you want an amazing relationship where you're respected and loved, a positive belief that you could have about yourself is, I deserve to be loved, I deserve to be treated with respect, And also, you know, your beliefs are about other people as well. You know, people are trustworthy. There are good women out there. There are good men out there. You know, there are faithful people out there. You know, it's about changing your beliefs, because your beliefs will attract an experience, you know. This is really, really important stuff to learn. You know, your belief system has to be excellent. If you want an excellent life, you have to work on this stuff. You know, it won't change on its own. If you want to change the results, if you want to change what's around you, if you want to change how much you earn, if you want to change your friends, if you want to change your health, whatever it is you want to change, your beliefs have to support that. You know, so many of us say to ourselves, or even, you know, daily, oh, I'm so stupid, I'm so this, you know, oh, I'm so clumsy, or, you know, we don't even take notice of the things that we're saying to ourselves, and you have to. So I want you to look at your goals, look at the things you want, and think, what beliefs would support this? What do I need to believe about myself and about others? And then write them down and look at them and be honest. Do you believe that? And if it doesn't feel right for you to say it, you know, then you need to keep saying it to yourself. You know, keep saying it to yourself when you're feeling good, when you're like if you were exercising, for example, that would be a good time to start saying your beliefs to yourself. You know, I deserve this, I am good at this, I'm amazing at my work, I'm getting better and better every day. You know, I am free from the past, I am healed. So it's important, you know, a really good story. I healed myself of I used to have intolerances to certain foods, for example, and I got rid of the belief that I have intolerances, and then I can eat pretty much what I like now. But in the past, because I had this old belief that I had intolerances, if I used to eat a certain thing, I used to get spots and rashes, and whereas now I just, you know, I changed that belief within myself, and I can eat what I want now, and drink what I want, and it's fine. So, you know, it's about picking the beliefs that you really want to change, focus on them, and then you can change all the other stuff as well. But you know, it's really important for you to do this work. You know, if you are trying to change things around you without changing what's in here, your belief system, you know, we all know really talented people, don't we? Talented people who should be famous or should be successful, or they've got all these degrees, but they're just not making a success of their life. It's because they don't have the right belief system. And then there's other people who have no degrees. They, they're not that talented, very mediocre talent, but they believe that it's possible, and they're out there living this amazing, successful life. So your beliefs are more important than anything else, than talent, anything. You know, you have to believe if it's possible. You have to believe it's possible for you. So focus on the beliefs first. It's really important for you to work on this stuff. Okay, so I'd just like to speak to you about the power of the words I am. So the words I am are very, very powerful. Now, this is actually spoken about in lots of religious literature as well, the power of the words I am. Because the words I am, you are saying you embody that. So the words we say to ourselves, this is why hypnosis is very powerful. You know, all hypnosis is language. It's guiding people into a specific state, so you can drop in information. Now, you know, the power of the words I am, you know, so many people, even day to day, how they talk to themselves, you know, I am this, I am that, you know, you can use these words to empower yourself and build yourself up. So, you know, you say, I am confident, you know, I am capable of doing this, I am strong, I'm becoming stronger every day, I am healthy. I am healing all of the time, I'm becoming better at everything. So it's about the words that you choose to say to yourself. So you have to be your own best friend. You have to speak to yourself with love, and you can use the words I am to create. You know, I am, it has a permanence about it. It's solid. I am that. It's a present tense. You know, you're saying I am that. I am confident, and I'm confident now. So use I am as much as you can, because they are very powerful words. And like I say, if you're in a really good mood, take advantage of that and you say I am that. You know, because your mind will connect it to. You know, NLP is all about making these new neurological connections in your brain to change the way you think, the way you act, the way you behave, and therefore all of your results around you will change, and you'll start to manifest the things that you want to manifest. So you have to stop being so critical of yourself and use the words I am in a positive way. So moving on to, sometimes there's lots you can do for yourself here, as I've just mentioned. Sometimes we need a bit of help. So sometimes if you've had a particular traumatic childhood or an abusive childhood or anything like that, you know, and we've all got our baggage and our issues and all the rest of it. But, you know, sometimes we do need a bit of help. So sometimes we need therapy. Therapy is a great way of making sense of the past. You know, going back there and changing your perspective on things. Therapy is a great way. And, you know, you can do therapy on yourself. And, you know, the reason why therapy is so good is because it challenges the things that you think and believe that have happened to you, and the things that you say to yourself. So therapy, a lot of the time, is about questioning your beliefs, questioning things in the right way. So do have a look through the sheets, because there's a really good technique on there, which was created by Byron Katie. She's an amazing teacher of how to overcome your problems through questioning. Okay, so you should question, you know, the beliefs you have, challenge the things you say to yourself and about you. So let me give you an example. So you might say, my partner doesn't love me because he doesn't hug me, as an example. Well, you know, you could ask yourself, is that true? You know, is that really, really true? And you might, we make these assumptions in our head. So he doesn't love me because he doesn't hug me, or he doesn't hug me because he doesn't love me. The truth is probably nothing like that in reality. The truth is, maybe he just wasn't taught to be affectionate, maybe didn't grow up in a very affectionate home. Some people just, you know, show their love in different ways. They show it through in more tangible ways. You know, they may say it more, he may say it more than you. So it's about recognizing where we lie to ourselves. And this is why therapy is good. So therapy with another person is great, but you can do therapy on yourself. You know, you don't always need another person. Sometimes you do if things have been exceptionally hard. But a lot of the time we can sort this out on our own, most of the time. So just asking yourself the right questions, you know, is this true? Can I definitely know this is true? You know, and sometimes it's good to flip things around. So there's a great saying in NLP called perception is projection. And what this means is that we see outside of ourselves what we either are ourselves at a very deep unconscious level, or, you know, when something makes us feel angry or uncomfortable in another person, this can usually teach us something about ourselves. Now, it's usually that we're denying a part of ourselves, but it can also be, you know, other things. You know, that there's a lot of factors to consider, but a lot of the time it's because we need to be more like that person, or we're denying that we're like that person, or we're judging something within them that's within us that we're denying is there. So if you know, someone might judge someone for being addicted to something, for example. So someone might, I don't know, like a workaholic could judge a drug addict, for example, when you know, they work all their hours, and it could be destroying, you know, their own family, when, you know, a drug is just as destructive, but they're judging that person, so they really severely don't like that, in that other person when they are also very similar. So that's the kind of idea. So behind perception is projection. So what I would say is, question your beliefs, challenge the things that you say to yourself. When you say things to yourself that aren't true, question and challenge as much as you can. Okay, so finally, I'd just like to mention, so many of us don't ask for help enough. So asking for help is a really, really good way for you to overcome an obstacle. So sometimes we try and do everything on our own. Asking for help, there's no shame in that. One of the saddest statistics I find is with young men in our country. So suicide is one of the leading causes of death in young men, which is just very tragic, in my opinion. And men are often taught and brought up to not ask for help, and they won't ask for help. So asking for help is so important. It's so important to ask for help and receive it from your partner, from your friends. Ask for help from, if you need help, ask for it. We're tribal creatures, really. It's only very recently, historically, where we've gone off into these nuclear families. We are very tribal beings, and we're meant to work together. We're meant to help one another. So ask for help and offer your help to other people as well. We're meant to support one another. So don't try and do everything on your own. Don't think that you can, because sometimes we're stronger together. So I really hope that all helps. Please look through all of the sheets on overcoming obstacles. Become comfortable with this stuff, because obstacles aren't scary. We all, you'll fail your way to success. The more failings you have, the more you're learning. So, that success will come, and what you want will come. You have to put yourself out there and be willing to find ways to overcome them obstacles. And there are lots of tools here that you can use to help you overcome those obstacles in every area of your life. So I really hope that helps, and I'll see you for the next video.